Hey Astroneers, Games for Life here. Today I'm really excited because we are only a couple days away from potentially the biggest update Astroneer has ever had. I will be dissecting everything that we should see added with this update, and then we'll discuss about how this affects the longevity of the game as well as the impact on Astroneer's community. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. This update is called, as far as I know, the Custom Games update. The name says it all. This will give us the possibility to create our own unique worlds in Astroneer. You can imagine the whole community is extremely excited about this update, especially when you factor in some UI elements that could be assigned for more to come. With this new update, we will be able to create the weirdest worlds. For example, you can adjust the rarity of specific resources on different planets. You can make research items more or less abundant. You can literally make any planet more or less dangerous. I am envisioning an Astroneer world where Silva is a death trap, full of things that are trying to kill you, while Aatrox becomes everyone's favorite holiday spot to relax and have a barbecue. Just a couple weeks ago you would have thought that's impossible, but now it is not only possible, it's actually real. Now let's discuss about how these custom games are created. From what we've seen so far, the main menu will have an extra section dedicated entirely to custom games. From this section you will have sliders and toggles that can adjust anything and everything about your experience. In a recent livestream, a developer showed that you can create a permadeath game or a limited respawn game. He even showed off that you can choose your starter items, so you have the items you want in your backpack as soon as you first land. Apart from all the sliders and settings to fiddle with, there will be a section dedicated to popular custom game modes. So if adjusting dozens of settings feels like a daunting task, you can just jump into one of the highlighted custom games. Depending on how this plays out, these highlighted modes might change on a weekly or monthly basis and could feature game modes made by the devs or community members. You will also be able to share your custom game settings so more people can experience the world you have created. One more exciting thing this update might bring to the table is community challenges. Given that we already have a section of the menu screen from where you can access different game modes created by devs and other players, why wouldn't there be challenges attached to some of these? We might see something like Activate Kelidor as a challenge on a custom game where you spawn on Aatrox, have certain items in your backpack, and permadeath is enabled, meaning that if you die you never respawn and have to start over. Or here's another scenario, you can create an easier world so that you're able to play with someone who isn't that into video games. This would be a means to get our reluctant friend into playing Astroneer. And yes, we all have that one friend. Astroneer is a game that you can play forever. That's a fact. It's true. I have heard people who got bored of it, but a couple months later they were playing it again. Now more than ever, Astroneer is becoming a never-ending game where the possibilities are endless. You got bored of playing it on normal survival mode? No problem. Get into creative and blow up a whole planet. That's not your thing? No problem. Go into a custom game and adjust everything to your liking. Or maybe join a community challenge so you can brag to your friends about completing it first. With the addition of this huge update, I feel safe saying that Astroneer is a never-ending game where you never run out of things to do. Let's take a look at the community side for just a second here. I don't think there's anyone being against this update. The whole player base of Astroneer is on the same page about this being massive for the game. This is one of the best indicators of a good, healthy game, community. If the players are happy with what the devs are doing, then the game is a success in the eyes of the people. And I'd like to take a second to appreciate the System Era developers here. They did an amazing job with Astroneer. From the early alpha version up to this point, they have been working relentlessly to deliver us the experience we want to have. They always take into account what the community wants to see in game, and this update is a perfect example of that mentality in action. With that being said, I'll be waiting for the update to drop and then I'll make another video about it, and I'll also show you guys what everything looks like in the settings and in the world. For future videos, if you want me to create a specific custom game and try playing on it, make sure to write your custom game ideas in the comment section below. And while you're there, hit that subscribe button. It only takes a second, but it makes my whole day. Alright, that's it for now. I'll be back in a couple of days with more info on the update. I've been Games for Life, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, Astroneers!